Hi, Armoured Pants here, and I have another premium tank review for you in Tier 5. This is the Matilda BP, the Matilda Black Prince, and we have a complete guide. Now, let's have a look at the tech tree, and as always, we're going to look at Blitz hanger. Before we go into the details, though, I have to say I really love this tank. I think it's brilliant. It's great fun. This is a definition of the word pummel. It's to beat, to pound, or to strike repeatedly and rapidly. And basically, that's what this tank does. It just pummels the enemy. Its major asset is its DPM, its rate of fire. 57mm gun, but it has a 2.8 second reload. That's without adrenaline. It absolutely just pummels the enemy. If you think of, let's say, your standard tier 5 medium tank, and this is a medium tank, and it's competing against the likes of a T25 or whatever, the DPM is just OP. It is wicked, and I mean that in the literal sense of wicked, in that it is evil. You are going to put 3 rounds into a T25 or a Panzer 5.4 for every one they can put into you, and you're absolutely just gonna rip the enemy to shreds. It is just a slow moving procession of death coming towards you, and you'll see that in the game. In particularly the KV that tries to get away from me, he just gets absolutely pummeled, to use that word again. And I think pummeling is just a great word to use for this tank, because that's what it is. It's just a pummel monster. The armor is pretty okay. It's not fantastic. It's not like the Matilda in tier 4. You will be penned, particularly if you're up tiers, as you see here. But against tier 4, you are going to bounce shots front on. It's very difficult to pen. Tier 5, though, you can be penned. And tier 6, of course, very easy to pen. But again, really, this tank is not about armor. It's not about trying to bounce shots, etc. It really is just getting on target and just pumping that target full of shells. It's just great fun for that. There's a great sense of satisfaction that this tank gives you when you're able to play it well and get into that situation. It is very slow, so just be aware of that. So getting around the map is difficult, and its traverse speed is okay, but it is a brawling monster despite this lack of agility and mobility, because this DPM just allows you just to hammer the enemy if they get in close, and you need to be a very brave player to come up against this thing one-on-one, and chances are you're gonna lose. Even if you're a super unicorn player and the player in this thing is just an average player, he has a better than fighting chance of beating you. And if you're a very good player in this thing, you are going to just kick ass. Now, here we are. I'm coming up here. As you know, I'm slow. As I said, I'm really just like treacle coming up the map here. But now I come into my own. Look at this DPM in action. Bam, bam, bam. I am just pummeling this poor Electo. He's even getting a shot on me. I'm just popping out, using the turret. Bam, bam, bam. So just in that sequence of play, he's just gone. He's just gone. It's just incredible. AP round, the good pen on that just went straight through the KV. KV is trying to get away. There is no escape. Just look at this poor guy, and I'm not even using adrenaline. I am just hammering this guy. This poor KV, if it was against a normal medium tank, maybe I would have put 1 round into him and I probably would have got some bounces. But I'm just hammering that guy. Just look, in the space of this game is now not even, it's just gone over a minute and a half. But just in the space of that minute there, I have just removed 2 tanks. KV1, a really heavy, difficult competitor, and the poor Electo. I just pumped. Look at this Panzer 4D here. Bam, 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 gone again. Nice snapshot. The gun handling in this tank is not bad at all. And it is just, just incredible stuff, and it's just great fun, right? If you miss a shot, it doesn't matter, because you've got another one loaded up immediately, so you can kind of just take snapshots, take some risky shots that you normally wouldn't take. Then bam, I'm going to APCR now because I just want to make sure I don't get any bounces on this scavenger. Now I'm going to switch back to AP because I'm coming up on the M7. This poor M7, he just hasn't a chance. You know, he is on the big gun, so he's got like over a 10-second reload. So I'm gonna put 4 to 5 rounds into him because I dropped adrenaline. So I'm actually only gonna put almost 6 rounds into him for his 1 to me. Just pummeled the poor guy. It's just an amazing brawler. You'll see here I'm coming up against Scavenger. Scavenger's got the derp gun, and this poor guy, he just didn't stand a chance. Just bam, 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 pummeled. You know, it's just like me just getting into the ring with Mike Tyson or somebody, you know, or Tyson Fury, just getting pummeled, you know, and they're going to end up with brain damage in a hospital or something like that. And that's exactly what happened to all those guys there. So I've cleared off 5 tanks. The T-34 is left. Not sure where he is. Now you'll see the problem here with the tank. It's so slow. Look how difficult it is for me to get around the map. I'm looking for the T-34. I sense there's a mastery badge on for me, and I know if I can find him, put some damage into him, then a more likely chance of getting it. So I'm looking around. I'm wondering, is he AFK? I haven't really seen him in the game. I don't know where he is. So I'm going to come up here. I have plenty of time to find him. But I'm not quite sure exactly where he is. But if I can find him, I know with my DPM I can put a lot of damage in. But unfortunately, he's not here, not AFK. So I decided to turn around and have a look for him in the opposite direction, see if he might be at the hills. Now, just on this tank, would I recommend it to buy? Absolutely. So firstly, on credit coefficient, as a premium tank, you need to know the details. So let's go into them while I'm on my search here. It has 154.5% credit coefficient, so it will earn you decent credits. As long as you're not up tiered, it is a great tank. When you're up tiered, you will struggle a bit. But again, if you can get into a position behind or to the side of a tank, you can really do some damage on them, and you will pen, even when up tiered, you will pen tier 6 heavies, etc. Even if up tiered, and especially with your APCR rounds. But make sure you have APCR rounds uploaded into it, because again, you see what I mean about the gun handling is pretty decent even for a lower caliber gun. Now you will need APCR if you're up tiered. Now I thought that I wasn't going to get the kill here, but actually then one of the guys leaves the base, so actually comes out, and that helps me. They coming over to try to get the kill too. You can see again the gun, if you aim it properly, it is accurate, it's penning him, and I can get into a DPM war with him. I can get into a hit point trading war with this guy because I've conserved my hit points, and you know, I'm quite happy to take one off him. I can put one into him, reload straight away, and another one into him, and that's the kill. That's 6 kills, and that should be the mastery badge. As we're saying, if you're up tiered, you may struggle a little bit. Just be careful, stay a bit back, see what's going on the map. But you'll be able to pen with APCR. Just look at that, and that's what this tank can do. Almost 3k of damage in a tier 5 game. It's just incredible stuff. I mean, it's just awesome. I mean, any tank that can do almost 3k of damage in a tier 5 game has to be good, right? So I mean, if you're the top tier in this tank, you don't really have too much to worry about. You can perform very well. If you're up tiered, just play a little bit more cautiously. Try to get your allies to spot up the enemy, and that try to get your gun onto the side or back of the enemy tanks, the tier 6s, and don't put yourself out in front of a big tier 6 gun, because it will really pen you and hurt you. But apart from that, this tank is just great fun to play. Really, really very good. I mean, I can't say how much fun it is. I really enjoyed it. Now let's look at the key points. It's very good value for money too. It's 2,250 gold, so it's about 10 quid, 11 euro, something like that. So it's not expensive. It's pretty good when you consider the other things that Wargamer are trying to sell us. The credit coefficient 154.5%, which is better than a Matilda 4, which let's say is its closest compatriot in the tier 5 premiums if you're thinking about them. And it's a DPM monster. It's just troll. And again, to use that word which I love, pummeling, you will just be pummeling to your heart's content in this thing. And it doesn't matter what comes at you, KV1 or whatever, you'll just pummel it. The tank is great fun. I mean, it's just a great sense of satisfaction about just going bam, 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 pummel, 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 and just destroying enemy tanks as I did in that game. It is slow, as you saw. It's very slow, so getting around the map is tough, as you saw when I was looking for that T-34. And if he had just stayed over the other side of the map and it was just me v him, I never would have caught him. But Despite being slow, it is a brawling monster, as you saw there in those brawls in the game, and is a brave player to take this baby on. And I would recommend wholeheartedly get this tank if you have the money. It's different to many tanks, and it's just great, brilliant fun, and you'll really enjoy it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Cheers, Mush. Talk to you again soon. Take it easy and have a great 2019.